Hey guys, Test the Limit or TTL here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to get ahead in the jungle in the early game. This goes for any kind of jungler, early game junglers, scaling junglers, anything. It can be done on any champion, and it's just a way that you path and a way that you clear that is optimal right now, and it really helps you get that extra little bit to give you that extra XP and that extra gold lead over the enemy jungler to let you do more in your games. So, right before I start, make sure to comment down below. Do you prefer videos like this that are just educational, quick videos, or do you prefer full gameplays, or do you prefer edited videos that might not have that much education, but are more like fun, like stream highlights, montages, and those things? Also, this is my full-time job right now, YouTube and Twitch. I'm currently unemployed. I have a 4-month-old daughter and a fiance. If you feel like supporting me, feel free to subscribe to the Patreon down below. Or if you just want to subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on Twitch, feel free to do that. Everything is appreciated. But yeah, let's get started. So, you always start either blue or red as a jungler on either side. You usually just start with your bottom camp. But I'm just going to go over the red side, and it's the same exact thing, but flipped on the blue side. Or I'll just go do both. It's not going to take that long. It's going to be a short video. So let's say I'm playing Kha'Zix, and obviously first I go over here, and I set a ward either in the pixel bush, in this bush, or on the blue buff. And then I back, and I get my red trinket. But to get really ahead, I'm going to take my red buff, right, with my leash, and I get level 2 from that, okay? And then I'm just going to do a full clear and go to my Krugs and then to my Wolves. And then that gives me level 3, so this is another level up. And then I have two options. I can either go straight to blue and then Gromp and then Scuttle, and Scuttle puts me at 4, or I just continue with the full clear. Either one is good, but what I like to do most of the time is go for my wolves, my blue, and then my Gromp and Scuttle. And by this time, I'm level 4, and it's past 4 minutes. If you do a full clear, it's going to be past 4 minutes in the game. Now, what's really good that a lot of people that don't know is my Krugs right here and his Krugs, if he started red buff, his Gromp, if he started blue buff, are going to spawn at 4 minutes. Now, once you take this Scuttle, um, you can decide if you want to gank first, because maybe you're a really fast clear champion and it's not quite 4 to 4:15 is usually when it spawns. 4 minutes to 4:15. Maybe it's not quite there yet. So you could just go for a top gank or a mid gank if it's viable. If it's not, and these are like really just pushed past your ganking opportunity, you just go straight to that Krugs, and either two things have happened. One, they haven't cleared it yet. Two, they just spawned because the enemy started red. Now, what you're wanting to do is if the enemy jungler starts on red, you want to start on your red. If the enemy jungler starts on their blue, you want to start on your blue. And it's basically the same thing. You would go blue, Gromp, Wolves. That would give you level 3. You do your Raptors, red, Krugs. That gives you level 4. You go to your Scuttle, and then you can go to their Gromp or look for a gank. Now, the safer option, you just go for their Gromp. So this is going to be a level 3, or I think it's level 4. I'm not quite sure on the level, but it's going to be the second Gromp that has spawned if they started blue. Because like I said, if they start blue, you want to start blue. If they start red, you want to start red. So that you can do this trick, and that's so that you do get that extra XP on them. But then the way that it works is Krugs give the most XP in the game, and Gromp gives the second most XP in the game for jungle camps. So you're getting an extra, just a ton of extra XP when you invade. So you can just go take that Gromp and then look for a bot lane gank right here. Or look for a mid lane gank this way. Because it kind of puts you in the position where you can gank. So the same way, if I were to start red, let's say, because the enemy started red, I'm level 2, boom, boom, level 3, do those, level 4, do my scuttle, and then I go, because it's going to be around 4 to 4:15 in the game. I go to his Krugs. Wow, they just spawned, or they haven't been done yet. Wow, they just spawned. I take those. Now I'm in a really good position where if my top lane isn't pushed all the way to their tower, like even if it's just in the middle, I mean, I'm able to just freely get a gank here. Even if I just blow their flash, that's a flash blown. I'm one camp higher in XP than the enemy jungler, unless they invaded my gromp. I mean, my Krugs, which most people don't, unless you're in high elo. And I feel like this is just a really key thing that you can do in your games to get that little bit of XP and little bit of gold lead in the early game to completely snowball you. I mean, this can literally be the difference between a level or 2 levels for the late game. Now, this just gives you that early priority, not lane priority, but like jungle priority. Like you're able to do anything you want because after you do one more camp, you're level 5. The enemy jungler just got level 4, you're level 5 already, and you're only 5 or 6 minutes into the game. So then you can just gank more than enemy jungler without wasting time, though. You definitely want to make sure you don't waste time. Um, because if you're just roaming around, again, if you go to invade this and it's not here, instantly back, go to your Krugs. Do not waste time walking around their jungle, seeing what's up and what's not. You might get lucky and the Raptors might be up, but most likely they're not. And then you're just wasting time roaming around while the enemy jungler, they're on their Gromp, they're on their Wolves, they're ganking mid, they're ganking bot. They're doing things on the map while you're doing nothing but walking around. So the easiest way to get a lead, go to their Krugs or Gromp after you full clear, or make sure you're on top of your camps as soon as you possibly can, and you only gank when it's a free gank. Because if you're walking around doing nothing, that's time lost. Even 30 seconds of you just walking around, that's 2 camps that the enemy jungler could have already done. And then they're an entire level ahead of you, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just try and do Krugs or Gromp after your full clear. Hopefully that'll get you ahead. Hopefully that helped a little bit. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I do appreciate the views, boys. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting. And I do appreciate my first Patreon that I got today. It was a $25 Patreon, and we did coaching. If anybody's interested in coaching, feel free to click that Patreon. I do coaching, VOD reviews, or live games, either one. And yeah, so thank you to Frederick T for being a Patreon. It's greatly appreciated, my dude. And yeah, thanks, man. And I'll see you guys next video.